Question. In the picture, the square on the hypotenuse of the topmost right triangle is drawn. Calculate the area and the length of the side of the square. You can see for right triangle here, and by the hypotenuse of the last right triangle, we can construct a square here. We want to find the side of the square and area of the square. And now we can see this is one unit. This is a isosceles right triangle. The isosceles right triangle. These two sides are equal and these two sides are equal and the measure is 1 unit. Then what is the relation between the hypotenuse and base and height of a right triangle? You know the Pythagoras triplet or Pythagoras theorem. Then what is Pythagoras theorem says? Pythagoras theorem says that the hypotenuse is always the square root of base square plus height square. Then base is 1 and height is 1. Therefore, that is square root of 1 square plus 1 square. 1 square is 1 and 1 square is again 1. That is this length is, we can measure, that is at root 2 centimeter, root 2 meter. Therefore, you get this length is root 2. And now we want to find this length. If this length is root 2 and this is again 1 unit side and this is not unit side, now the hypotenuse is root 2. And for this right triangle, how we can measure this hypotenuse? The same equation, that is root of base square. Base square is what? 1 square plus height square. Height square is root 2 square. That is root 2 square. Root 2 square gives what? Root 2 square. These two operations are reverse. Root 2 square root എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സ്ക്വയർ എന്ന് പറയുന്നതും റിവേഴ്സ് ഓപ്പറേഷൻസ് ആണ്. രണ്ട് ഓപ്പറേഷനും കൂടി ക്യാൻസൽ ആവും. Therefore, square root 2 the whole square is again 2. You can see that is 2. Therefore, you can put the value here 2 and this measure is 1 square plus 2. 1 square is 1. 1 plus 2 is equal to what? 3. Then you get which this hypotenuse is what? Root 3. And the same procedure you can see here 1 and this is root 3 and this is 1. And same procedure this hypotenuse. Hypotenuse have same equation, base square plus altitude square. That is base square is 1 again. That is 1 square plus altitude square is root 3 square. You know that is root 3 square. And same process is repeating here. 1 square is 1 and root 3 square. Root 3 square is root and square are reverse operation. Therefore, root and square are cancelled. Therefore, you get what? 1 plus 3. That is this length is root 4. This length is root 4 and root 4 is 2. And we didn't know about the value of root 2 and root 3, but we are very clear that is root 4 is 2. Then you can substitute root 4 is equal to here. Root 4 is equal to here. Then what happened again? This is 1 and this is 2. You can write root 4 as 2. Then what is this hypotenuse? The hypotenuse of same equation, that is base square plus altitude square. That is 1 square plus again 2 square. You can write it is 2 square, that is 2. Then 2 square. Then what is 1 square? 1 square is 1 plus 2 square is what? 4. That is equal to what? Root 5. Then you get this length of the square. Side of the square is root 5 meter. The length of the side of square is root 5 meter. Then we want to find the area. What is area is equation? Area is equal to side square. Area is equation is side. So what is side? Then side square. Then what is side here? Root 5. Root 5 square is area. You get root 5 square is area. Then what is root 5 square? We can know square and root are reverse operation. Therefore, root 5 square is again what? You get 5. Then area of this square is 5 unit and side of this square is root 5 unit. Then also you know this picture, and this is a fancy picture, and this picture says what? We will how we proceed. If we proceed like this 1 1, that is root 2, this is root 3 and this is root 4 and this is root 5. And now if you draw a picture again, a right triangle here, the hypotenuse of the right triangle is root 6, root 7, root 8, like that. Therefore, we want to see this picture also. Next question. A square is drawn on the altitude of an equilateral triangle of side 2 meters. You can see an equilateral triangle here. That is, this is 2 centimeter. Therefore, this side and these total sides are equal. Therefore, this is 2 and this is 2. This total side is also what, 2. You can see that. And what is the area of the square? What is the altitude of the triangle? The two questions are here. You want to find the altitude of triangle. Then what is altitude here? This is altitude. And what about these two length? These two length, this is an equilateral triangle. Therefore, this length bisect this side. Therefore, each of this length is 1 meter and 1 meter. Then you can see a triangle here. This is 2 meter and this is 1 meter. Then you want to find this. Here also a right triangle, and you can see Pythagoras Theorem here. How the height we can find? Height is equal to, that is square root of hypotenuse square minus base square. Hypotenuse square minus base square. Hypotenuse is the larger side. You want to clear that hypotenuse is the larger side. Therefore, the equation is slightly changed as what? 2 square minus 1 square. What is 2 square? 2 square is 4. 4 minus 1 is equal to what? 3. That is square root of 4 minus 1 is what? Root 3. Then this height, you can see this height is root 3 meter. Then this question we had already done. That is, what is the altitude of the triangle? That is root 3. And this altitude is the side of the square. This altitude become the side of square. Then each side of this square is root 3 meter. Then we want to find what is the area of the square. If this side is root 3, here we discussed the previous question. Area is equal to what? Side square. That is, side is what? Side is a, then a square. And a is here what? Root 3. The side is what? Root 3. Then root 3 square. Then root 3 square is what? We know the square and root are reverse operation. They cancel each other. Therefore, the area is equal to 3. That is, you want to select the units also. That is not 3 meter, but what? 3 meter square is the area. 3 meter square is the area. Another question here. What are the length of the other two sides of the triangle shown below? Then this is a supplementary question of this. Therefore, there is a connection between these two questions. This is not a separate question. But we want to find the answer of this question from these two indicators. Okay. Then you can see this picture here also. Then what is the similarity of this triangle and this triangle? You know, this is an equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle means this angle is what? 60 degree. Okay, every angle of this triangle is 60 degree. Therefore, what is this angle? This angle is 90 degree. And whatever this angle sum property, you know, the remaining two angles should be 90 degree. Total 180 degree. Therefore, the remaining angle should be 90 degree. Then we can mark this angle is what? 30 degree. Then 60, 30, 90 angle is here. Here also 60. Here also 30. Therefore, this angle should be what? Therefore, this angle should be what? 90 degree. Therefore, you can see these two triangles. Compare what happened. The angles are equal. Then angles are equal, and one side, this is 2 meter. This is 2 meter. Then one side and two angles are equal. Same. One side, two angles are equal. Therefore, you know that a triangle equilateral, what is that? SAA equality. These two triangles are equal. These two triangles are equal by SAA. One side and two angles are equal. Therefore, you know that these two triangles are equal. Then what happened? If these two triangles are equal, the sides are also equal. That is, side opposed to 90 is 2. Side opposed to 90 is 2. And side opposed to 30 is 1. And side opposed to 30, this 30 should be here 1. And side opposed to 60, what happened? Side opposed to 60 is here root 3. Therefore, this side should be also root 3. Therefore, you want to remember this picture also. That is 30, 60, 90 angle. Then, if this side is 1 meter, this side is 2 meter, and this side is root 3 meter. Okay. We have seen in class 8 that any odd number can be written as the difference of two perfect squares. The lesson identities. Using this, draw squares of area 7 and 11 square centimeter. Then, in identity, the lessons, what we say, we have seen any odd number can be written as the difference of two perfect squares. Then if x is an odd number, you can see there is a relation. It can be expressed as x plus 1 by 2 the whole square minus x minus 1 by 2 the whole square. There is an expression for a very odd number, that is a difference of two perfect squares. Then you can see here 7. We take 7. And what about 7? 7 can be written as 7 plus 1 by 2 the whole square minus 7 minus 1 by 2 the whole square. What is 7 plus 1 by 2 the whole square? That is 8. 8 by 2 is 4. That is 4 square. And minus 7 minus 1. What is 7 minus 1? 6. 6 by 2. That is 3. 3 square. That is, you get a relation 7 is equal to 4 square minus 3 square. Or otherwise you written as root 7 the whole square. What is root 7 the whole square? Root 7 the whole square is 7 itself. Root 7 the whole square then 7 then is equal to 4 square minus 3 square. You can see this relation. Then how can you map these three length in terms of a right triangle? Yes, you can a right triangle. You can draw a right triangle. How we can map these three length in the terms of a right triangle? That is, here you can see 4 is bigger side because 4 square minus 3 square is root 7. Therefore you substitute 4 here. 4 is hypotenuse. And the remaining sides you can substitute 3 and root 7. Then you can substitute 3 here. You can substitute 3 here and you can substitute, then the remaining side will be what happened, that is root 7 centimeter. Then you want to construct a square of area root 7. Area 7, not root 7. You want to construct a square of area 7. That is, this square has side root 7. Therefore, area is what? 7. Then this is a construction. Therefore, by this calculation, first you want to write what? First you want to draw a line of 3 centimeter. You want to draw a line of 3 centimeter using your scale. And using your protractor, you want to mark an angle of 90 degree. Then this angle will be what? 90 degree. And from here, you take your compass. You take your compass, and the compass has 4 centimeter length in your scale. And using the 4 centimeter, you can cut an arc here. By pointing here, you know that how we construct a triangle. That is this 3 and this angle is 90 degree. Then pointing here, you take an arc of 4 centimeter. This is hypotenuse 4 centimeter. Therefore, you get a triangle like this. And now what happened? This side is 4 centimeter and this side is root 7 centimeter. Now you construct a square here. That is, you can extend this and take this root 7 centimeter in your compass. Take this root 7 centimeter in your compass. Then you cut here, pointing here, cut here root 7, and pointing here, cut here root 7, and pointing here, cut here root 7. Then you get a square of like here, and this area is what? This area is root 7 square. Root 7 square is equal to what? It is 7 meter. You get the area of this square is what? 7 meter square. And now you want to construct another of which has the area is requested not 7 but next one is 11. Same procedure, you have the equation 11 is equal to, what is the equation here? Same equation we can repeat here. 11 plus 1 by 2 the whole square minus 11 minus 2 by 2 the whole square. Not 11 minus 1 by 2 the whole square. Then what is 11 plus 2? 12. 12 by 2 is what? 6. 6 square minus, what is 11 minus 1? 10. 10 minus 2, 5. 5 square. 6 square minus 5 square. Or otherwise you can written as what? Root 11 the whole square. 11 can be written as root 11 the whole square is equal to 6 square minus 5 square. Root 11 the whole square is equal to 6 square minus 5 square. Then how you map this length into a right triangle? Then You want to notice this is big side is what? 6. 6 is hypotenuse. Therefore, this equation is 6 square minus 5 square. 6 square minus 5 square, notice that 6 is hypotenuse. Then put a 6 here. And the remaining full side you want to put here, 5. And the radical sign, that is root 11. We don't know what is the value of root 11. Then you get root 11 here. Then how it is construction? How is the construction? For construction, you take the scale and make 5 centimeter line. And using protractor here, you want to find an angle 90 degree. Then this angle is 90 degree. Then now you want to take your compass and take an arc of 6 centimeter in compass, and pointing here, you can cut an arc here. Then this length is what? 6 centimeter. Then you get a triangle like this. Then you get this side is what? Root 11. This side is what? Root 11. And you want to construct a square of root 11 not root 11 side, but 11 area. Therefore, root 11, pointing this in your compass and extend this line, and taking this arc again and pointing here, you can cut an arc here, and you can pointing here, cut an arc here, and you can point here, cut an arc here again. Then you get a square. Of area. Side root 11 and area is what? Root 11 square. Root 11 square is equal to what? 11. Therefore, area of this square is what? 11 meter square. You get that. Now for question. Explain 2 different methods of drawing a square of area 13 square centimeters. Then one method we have already done. That is 13 is equal to, you know that what is 13 plus 1 by 2 the whole square, minus 13 minus 1 by 2 the whole square. Then you get 13 plus 1 is 14. 14 by 2 is equal to 7. 7 square minus 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 13 minus 1. 13 minus 1 is what? 12. 12 by 2 is 6. 6 square. That is 7 square. 7 square you get what? 7 square is 49. Minus 6 square. 6 square is 36. Then 49 minus 36 is 13. 49 minus 36 is what? 13. Then you get 3 sides. That is root 13 square. You get this is what? Root 13 square. Then you get 3 root 13 and 7 and 6. Then you want to map in a right triangle. How the sides you map? You know 7 is hypotenuse. You want to look here, then only you get which is the long side, that is 7. And 7 is here. And the remaining perfect side is 6. You want to substitute 6 here. And the radical, we don't know what is the measure of root 13, or we can't draw a line of root 13. Therefore, root 13 we get here. Then what is the construction? First of all, you want to draw a 6 centimeter line. Yes, that is 6 centimeter line. Using protractor, you want to mark an angle of 90 degree here. Yes, that is 90 degree. Then pointing here, take your compass and arc of 7. Then pointing here, you can cut an arc of 7. Then you get a right triangle here. What happened? The third side is what? Root 13. And take your, extend this side and take your this length in your compass, pointing here, cut an arc here, pointing here, cut an arc here, pointing here, cut an arc here. Then you get, joining these sides, you get a square of side root 13. And what is the area of this? The area is what? 13 meters square. Then we want to draw 13 square meter in two different ways. Then also you know 13 is equal to, we can express 13 as 9 plus 4. 13 you can express as 9 plus 4. Then you get what? 13. 13 is equal to 3 square plus 2 square. Another representation. Then you get what is root 13 square. Root 13 square is 30 is equal to 3 square plus 2 square. Then you get 3 Pythagoras triple sides. That is root 13 is one side and 3 is one side and 2 is one side. Then you want to map the three sides into a Pythagorean triplet. Then which is a longer side here? You know the longer side is root 30, not 3. That is, using this sum you get 13. Therefore root 13 is greater than 3 and 2. 3 into നേക്കാൾ വലുതായിരിക്കും root 13. Therefore now this picture, what is the difference? This picture, root 13 is the hypotenuse and 3 is one base and 2 is height. How you construct this picture? Very simple. You can take 3 centimeter in your scale and mark an angle 90 degree again. 90 degree. Then measure, that is 2 centimeter here. Then joining these 2 points, you get what? You get a line, and that line is what? Root 30. And now we want to construct the square here. This is the side of the square. How you construct this square? You take root 13 in your scale and take your compass pointing here. This length you want to cut an arc here, and this length you want to cut an arc here, and again you want to complete a 90 degree here. You want to construct a 90 degree here, and you want to construct a 90 degree here. Then you get 90 degree sides, and by cutting this point and by cutting this point, we can cut these 2 points by arc. We cut 2 points here, and you join these 2 points, you get another picture of a square, but the area is same, that is 13 square centimeter, and the two constructions are different. Here root 13 represents the height of a right triangle, but here root 13 represents the hypotenuse of the right triangle. That is the difference here. Question. Find 3 fractions larger than root 2 and less than root 3. We want to find 3 fractions which is larger than root 2. Root 2 നേക്കാൾ വലുതായിരിക്കണം, and which is less than root 3. root 3 നേക്കാൾ ചെറുതായിരിക്കണം. എത്ര ഫ്രാക്ഷൻസ് വേണം? 1, 2, 3 ഫ്രാക്ഷൻസ് ആണ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത്. What is the value of root 2? You know the value of root 2 is equal to 1.414. And what is the value of root 3? Root 3, you know, 1.732. 1.732. Then we can simply write 3 decimal expression between root 2 and root 3, or between 1.14 and 1.732. What are the fractions? You can take here. This decimal form is 1.5. Therefore, it is greater than 1.4. And also, you can take 1.6. And also you can take 1.7. 1.5 lies between these two. 1.7 also lies between these two. Then how 1.5 express in fraction form, that is 15 by 10. How this represent 16 by 10. How this represent 17 by 10. Then 15 by 10 we can convert 15 by 10 into is equal to 3 by 2. That is 3 by 2, and this is cancel. We can cancel by 2, that is 8 by 5. 8 by 5. We can cancel this. There is no common factor. Therefore, simplest form is what? 17 by 10 itself. Then you can find the reserved fractions. And there are so many fractions between these two, not only these 3. നമുക്ക് ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ ഫ്രാക്ഷൻസ് ഇതിനിടയിൽ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റും. അതായത് 1.14 1.7320 ഇടയിൽ ഇൻഫിനിറ്റ് നമ്പർ ഓഫ് ഫ്രാക്ഷൻസ് അതർ, എണ്ണിയാലൊടുങ്ങാത്ത ഫ്രാക്ഷൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. നമുക്ക് എക്സാമ്പിളായിട്ട് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ വളരെ സിമ്പിളായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ തന്നെ എഴുതാം. യു നോ 1.5, 1.51, 1.52, 1.53, 1.54, അങ്ങനെ ഇഷ്ടം പോലെ എഴുതാം. നമ്മുടെ എളുപ്പമുള്ള 3 എഴുതി മാത്രം. 1.5 എന്ത് എഴുതാം? 15 by 10. ഇതിനെന്ത് എഴുതാം? 151 by 100. ഇതിനെന്ത് എഴുതാം? 152 by 100. ഇതിനെന്ത് എഴുതാം? 153 by 100. ഇതിനെന്ത് എഴുതാം? 154 by 100. അങ്ങനെ ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ ഫ്രാക്ഷൻസ് നമുക്ക് എഴുതാം. 3 ഫ്രാക്ഷൻ മാത്രമല്ല, എത്ര ഫ്രാക്ഷൻ ചോദിക്കാം, എത്ര ഫ്രാക്ഷൻ നമുക്ക് സിമ്പിളായിട്ട് എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും.